from the campus of Central Michigan University. This is News Central Special Edition. Now here's Dana Whyte reporting.
Hello and welcome to a News Central 34 political update. With less than 6 weeks until President-elect Donald Trump is sworn into office, News Central 34 is taking a look at the international reaction that has been created from this already historic election. We begin our coverage with Portia Brown, who sat down with 3 students from the United Kingdom prior to this election to hear their dismay about the 2 candidates.
So we're joined by 3 students from the University of Lincoln located in the United Kingdom. And they're here to help us get the international perspective on this presidential election. So obviously here in the United States, the election is the primary topic of discussion. What is it feeling like over in the UK?
Well, firstly, my impression of it is that actually the election is being covered a lot in the UK media. For example, the front page is today full of the stuff about Hillary Clinton being cleared by the FBI. So there's a lot of media attention on it, and a lot of news stations will be doing election coverage over the night tomorrow. So it is something that's being discussed probably more than you would talk about our general election, for example.
What comes to mind when you hear the name Donald Trump?
My reaction would be simply blimey, which is a very British term. But as Jared says, complete unpredictability. I think, as well as that, as Danny's saying about the sort of the Brexit anti-establishment factor, which is quite clear. There's also a touch of Jeremy Corbyn in the sense that it's fascinating that this guy's been elected as the nominee for a party, and yet no one in his party seems to support him, which is a similar thing that we have in here with Jeremy Corbyn, who's leader of the Labour Party. So I haven't got a clue, to be honest.
What do you see in the future for the United States?
I think there's a lot of underlying social problems in America, really, from gun laws and gun control to racial segregation and things like that. I still think that's a problem in America, and I'm not sure, because Trump's so divisive, whether he could really tackle those issues.
Well, thank you all so much for being here with us. We definitely appreciate your time. And back to you all at the desk.
News Central 34's very own Jacqueline Zeman is currently located in London and is joining us to describe what has been the reaction from this historical election, from conversations she has with citizens in one of the United States' closest allies. Jacqueline, thank you for joining us. Could you describe what the immediate reaction was after the election?
So generally, people were very surprised that Hillary Clinton won the popular vote, and yet Donald Trump was the president. Generally, working with people who are from a lot of different countries, not just from England, they really didn't know a lot about the system of the Electoral College until after the election had happened. So I had been asked many questions from my colleagues, and just both people that I would meet in general. How is it possible that somebody had not won the popular vote, but they still won the race for president? So I guess that was a lot of reaction that happened in the weeks following the initial reaction of Donald Trump becoming president, and what their thoughts were just immediately following who Trump was and what he was like as a person.
Are people in Europe looking forward to working with Trump as an ally, or are they nervous?
I mean, I would definitely say people are a little bit more nervous, but also I would say the general feeling is that, regardless of who was going to win the presidential election, whether it was Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, or anyone else, I think people in England specifically, they want to still work with people in the United States. They very much value the relationship that England has with the U.S., and they want to continue that relationship no matter who the president is. I think, even though I think there are a lot of stereotypes of Americans in England, there are many people who they really like Americans. They really like working with them here. They really like going to the States and meeting them. So I think generally they really want to keep the ties with America because they see how much good that's done for their own country and what good that can do in the future for society.
Thank you for joining us, Jacqueline, and that will wrap things up for this News Central 34 political update. For Portia Brown and Jacqueline Zeman, I'm Dana Whyte. Thank you for joining us.